Imagine a world where birds are not only colorful and diverse, but also have strange characteristics that make you wonder, how could these birds exist in real life? Today we will explore 30 unique and rare birds with unique appearances and skills on this planet. From their brilliant feathers to their quirky behaviors, they will never cease to amaze you. Come along on this journey and welcome to Wild Wings 30 Tufted Puffin. Imagine the cold, rugged shores of the North Pacific. There, in the frigid waters, you'll find the Tufted Puffin, a seabird with style. These seabirds are no ordinary seabirds. They're the largest of the seabird family. And when it's mating season, they dress to impress. Their yellow feathers grow like tiny jewels on their crowns, turning every bird into a cliffside supermodel. When it's time for romance, these feathered Casanovas dive, hunt, and show off their fish-keeping skills, sometimes juggling up to 20 fish in their beaks. But for the picky ladies, that's just the warm-up. If a male bird really wants to win her heart, he'd better find the perfect place to nest. Right on the edge of a cliff, cozy and secluded. Once the nest's built, it's a tight partnership. From hatching to hunting, these parents work tirelessly to ensure each chick has a well-fed belly. And when they're ready, they'll head out into the surf, ready to dive just like mom and dad. 9 Helmeted Hornbill. Deep in the rainforests of Southeast Asia, a quirky bird makes its mark. The Helmeted Hornbill, a mix of rooster confidence and toucan flair. With an oversized yellow beak and a wrinkly red throat, it's hard to miss this rare bird, crowned by a massive casque that makes up a full 10% of its body weight. This hefty helmet is the very reason it's prized by poachers. Once a year, our hornbill settles down for family life. Choosing a partner carefully, only the most impressive casque wins. The female nests inside a hollow tree, sealing herself in for months while dad delivers figs on demand. Together, they raise a single chick, protecting it fiercely. This dedication, sadly, hasn't shielded the species from danger, as helmeted hornbills face extinction due to the illegal casque trade. 28 Vulturine Guineafowl, introducing one of nature's wild masterpieces, the Vulturine Guineafowl, a bird with striking blue, black, and white plumage that thrives in the arid lands of East Africa. With blood-red eyes and a lean, vulture-like neck, it struts through the deserts of Ethiopia and Kenya with undeniable charisma. Males put on a fierce, intimidating display to compete for mates, while females observe, choosing partners based on strength and stamina. When it comes to nest building, these birds opt for hidden ground spots, guarding their eggs from predators. Their parenting style? Intensely protective yet comical, as both parents take turns chasing off intruders. With seeds, small critters, and fruits as their main diet, these guineafowl are always on the move, running with speed and taking flight only when absolutely necessary. Nature's desert dancer, the Vulturine Guineafowl, is a creature that embodies survival with a striking style. 27 Marabou Street. Meet the Marabou Stork, one of Africa's most eccentric residents. Standing at 5 feet tall with an 8.5-foot wingspan, this big bird is impossible to miss. Its bald head and huge red throat give it a funky look, to say the least. Males flaunt these neck sacks during mating season, inflating them like balloons to croak loud calls and win over a mate. Think of it as nature's version of a love song. Marabous prefer open savannas, where they build large, messy nests high in trees to keep an eye on their young. Parenting isn't glamorous either. Both mom and dad work together, feeding their chicks regurgitated meals until they're ready to face the wild. 26 Spectacled Eider. Enter the Spectacled Eider, the Arctic seabird that's sporting its very own pair of natural glasses. With bold white markings around its eyes, this bird is perfectly built for life in the icy tundra and thrives along the coast of western Alaska. The Spectacled Eider spends most of its year munching on mollusks, but doesn't mind switching things up in summer with a side of grass and berries. During mating season, males perform a lively display, trying to impress their ideal mate. Females are selective, watching each suitor closely before choosing. Once paired, these eiders nest on the ground, where both parents dedicate themselves to keeping the eggs warm and feeding the chicks. The result? Spectacled Eider families ready to brave the Arctic world together. 25 Golden Pheasant. Meet the Golden Pheasant, the stunning good luck bird of China. With vibrant colors and striking patterns, this little beauty is a true showstopper in the forests of central and southern China, where sightings are believed to bring fortune. They're small, around 1.2 pounds, and prefer sticking close to the ground, as flying isn't exactly their strong suit. Their diet? A flavorful mix of bamboo shoots, insects, berries, seeds, and flowers. During mating season, males put on a dazzling display, fanning their golden collars to woo the females. But the ladies are picky. They choose only the flashiest suitors. After pairing, these pheasants nest on the forest floor, with both parents ensuring the chicks are well fed and safe until they're ready to explore. The Golden Pheasant, a tiny, colorful symbol of luck that lights up the forest. 24 Andean Cock-of-the-Rock, presenting Peru's national bird, the Andean Cock-of-the-Rock, a tropical treasure of South America. These eye-catching birds thrive in the rocky rainforests, where they build nests tucked into the cliffside. Males are hard to miss with their bold orange-red coloring and impressive crests, while females sport a more muted look. During mating season, males flock to display grounds, where they perform lively dances and make deep, guttural calls to attract a mate. The females? They carefully watch, choosing the best performers to ensure strong chicks. Once paired, they set up a rocky nest together, protecting and nurturing the young. The Andean Cock-of-the-Rock, a flashy, fearless resident of the rainforest, always ready to steal the spotlight. T3 Magnificent Frigatebird. Here come the frigatebirds, a family of blackbirds with a twist. With long, hooked beaks and the male's signature bright red gular pouches, they're built to make an impression. The Magnificent Frigatebird takes this to the next level. Their giant red pouches puff up like balloons to attract females, making them the peacocks of the sea. They call the tropical coastlines home, often nesting high up in trees or cliffs. But don't be fooled by their regal look. These birds are infamous food thieves. They chase other seabirds, forcing them to drop or even regurgitate meals, which they snatch midair. Parenting? Once paired, the female frigatebird fiercely guards the nest, and both parents work together to feed the chick, ensuring it's ready to join the high-flying antics. Frigatebirds, stunning, cheeky, and always entertaining. 22 Rufous Potoo. Meet the Rufous Potoo, a quirky little master of disguise hailing from the forests of Ecuador and Peru. These small, ancient birds are camel experts, blending seamlessly into dead leaves and branches in the understory of the rainforest. With wide mouths and bright yellow cartoonish eyes, they're adorably odd. During mating season, the male's camouflage skills come in handy as he quietly courts his mate. No flashing displays here. Once paired, these birds go full stealth mode, laying their eggs on tree branches where they're hidden from predators. Both parents take turns guarding and feeding their chicks, ensuring it's safe and well camouflaged from lurking threats. The Rufous Potoo, a tiny bird with big survival skills, proving that in the jungle, blending in is key. 21 Kakapo. Enter the Kakapo, New Zealand's charming, critically endangered owl parrot. These hefty birds are the heaviest of all parrot species and, although flightless, they're agile climbers, using their wings for balance as they hop between branches. Kakapos are night owls with a keen sense of smell, perfect for sniffing out snacks in the dark, though they're stuck with poor eyesight. For mating, the males perform an unforgettable booming call that echoes through the forest, hoping to attract the mate. Females listen carefully, choosing mates with the deepest, most resonant calls. Nesting takes place on the ground, where parents protect their chicks from predators. Thanks to dedicated conservation, Kakapo numbers have risen from a mere 51 in 1995 to 149 today. A true comeback story, the Kakapo reminds us that every call for survival counts. 20 Kagu. Meet the Kagu, New Caledonia's rare, flightless wonder. This bird might look like a mix of heron, egret, and cockatoo, but it's a unique species with no close relatives. Roughly the size of a chicken, flapping their wings and pretending to be injured, luring threats away from their chicks. They're stealthy ground dwellers, making their nests in hidden spots across the island's forests. With striking blue-gray feathers and piercing red eyes, Kagas pair up in dedicated monogamous partnerships, putting a lot of care into raising each chick. The kagu, a beautiful, resilient symbol of survival from the South Pacific. Teen Hudson meat. Hudson, Amazon's famously funky skunk bird. This colorful creature is known as much for its strong smell as for its stunning plumage. Its secret? An herbivorous diet of leaves and plants, digested like a cow, which gives it a pungent, unmistakable scent that deters predators, and even curious humans. Living in the Amazon rainforest, Hoatzins nest near water in trees and bushes. Mating is a simple affair, as these birds tend to mate for life. Parents are dedicated, building nests and tending their young with care. And let's not forget their call. It sounds a bit like a crow with a bad cold, echoing through the jungle. Despite its unique place on the avian family tree, the Hoatzin is a true Amazonian original, with both style and scent that won't soon be forgotten. 18. Tawny frogmouth. Meet the tawny frogmouth, a master of disguise hidden in plain sight within Australia's forests. With a mouth so wide it could catch half the insect kingdom, this bird patiently waits for dinner to fly right in. Snap, a living bug zapper. Their feathers blend seamlessly with tree bark, making them nearly invisible, while those golden eyes are watching everything. When it comes to romance, frog mouths are all about loyalty. A female won't settle for just any mate. He's got to be a nest-building pro. Once she's found the one, these two partner up for life, sharing the duty of nest-sitting their young, taking turns like perfect co-parents. Together, they're nature's perfect team. Camouflage, bug-devouring, love birds in the trees, number 17. Scarlet iwi. Behold the iwi, a Hawaiian treasure. With striking red feathers and a curved beak, this bird's made for nectar hunting among tropical blossoms. Picture it. This little bird hovers midair, hummingbird style, sipping nectar like a fancy drink at a luau. The iwi's bright colors and hovering grace make it easy to see why it's loved by native Hawaiians. But for mating, looks aren't enough. The female iwi is picky and will only settle for a mate with a prime territory. Once she finds her match, they're all about teamwork. The pair builds a cozy nest in the canopy and take turns feeding their chicks, caring for their young like true Hawaiian royalty. Aloha, indeed, number 16. Burrowing owl. Most owls prefer treetops, but not the burrowing owl. This punk rock bird ditches the trees to take up residence in underground burrows across the Americas. It's got a special skill too. If threatened, it'll hiss like a rattlesnake. A true rebel move, right? With a diet that spans from prickly pears to insects, seeds, and even rodents, these little owls are nature's resourceful omnivores. And when it comes to love, the female burrowing owl wants a safe, comfy burrow that can host a family. The pair will line the nest with all kinds of soft materials, taking turns feeding and protecting their young. Together, they make quite the underground family. Bet you didn't expect an owl to be so punk. Number 15, Indian Scops Owl. Let's dive into the fascinating world of the Indian Scops Owl. Standing at around 10 inches, it's one of the larger owls of the old world. And check out those antenna-like eyebrows. No mistaking this owl. Its striking black eyes make it a real standout, different from the usual yellow-eyed owl crowd. Living in the dense forests of India, these owls blend into their surroundings, becoming invisible to all but the sharpest eyes. When it's time to find a mate, the female's got standards. She'll only settle for a male with a prime nesting spot and a knack for catching insects. Together, they build a cozy nest, taking turns watching over their chicks. It's teamwork with an edge, Scop style. Kosher 14 Western Parotia. Western Parotia Watch on Meet the Western Parotia, a true showstopper of Indonesia's forests. This bird of paradise knows how to turn heads, especially the males. Jet black with white forehead stripes, a dazzling emerald chest, and 6 fancy head threads sticking up like antennas. They're basically nature's fashion icons. The Latin name cephalata literally means 6 threads. These birds bring the style. Females, on the other hand, sport a more subdued look with black heads, speckled throats, and warm brown feathers. When it comes to romance, the male pulls out all the stops, dancing in an elaborate display to win her over. Only the best dancer makes the cut. Once paired, the female builds a safe nest, ensuring her chicks are cared for in true paradise style. Number 13, Southern Cassowary. Meet the Southern Cassowary, a bird that'll make you think twice before wandering too close. This towering creature, native to Australia and Oceania, is part of the ratty family, a clan of giant birds like ostriches and emus, though none are quite as intense. Standing tall with striking blue and black feathers in a helmet-like casque, the cassowary is pure intimidation. And trust me, it's not just for show. This bird's known to defend its turf fiercely. With a powerful kick and a razor-sharp talon, it can deliver a potentially fatal blow, reaching speeds over 30 miles per hour. While courting, males aim to impress with nest building, but only the toughest survive. Parenting, the male does the job solo, keeping future cassowaries safe in the wild. 12 ribbon-tailed Astrapia. Imagine a bird just a foot long with dazzling green and blue feathers around its head. Now add a show-stopping 3-foot-long tail, and you've got this beauty from New Guinea. This male-exclusive tail gives him the longest tail-to-body ratio of any bird, and it's quite the fashion statement. In the dense New Guinea forests, these tails are like an extravagant VIP pass, meant to charm the females. But there's a twist. Sometimes the males trip over their own tails. All that glamour isn't exactly practical. When it comes to courting, the male pulls out all the stops, displaying his tail with pride. If he's lucky, he'll find a female who's impressed, and together they'll find a safe spot to build a nest, raising chicks in true tail-tangling style. 11 King of Saxony, Bird of Paradise. Welcome to the world of the King of Saxony, Bird of Paradise. This New Guinea native may be small, but it's all about big style. The standout feature? 2 extraordinary head plumes that stretch nearly 20 inches long, wiggling like flashy antennae as he shows off. In lush mountain forests, the male uses his sky blue and black plumage to stand out, but it's the dance and song that steal the show. With a unique, buzzing call, he tries to charm a female, displaying those iconic head plumes like a pro. When a female's finally impressed, they choose a secluded spot to raise their young. Although she does most of the chick care, Dad's memorable moves ensure the King of Saxony's legacy continues in paradise. Curtin Key. Let's talk about the Kia, New Zealand's boldest parrot. Forget shy. These 19-inch green marbles are notorious for rifling through backpacks, stealing whatever catches their eye, and occasionally causing a bit of chaos. With a mischievous glint in their eye, Keys will swipe shiny objects and even show signs of using tools, proving they're some of the smartest birds around. Living in New Zealand's rugged mountains, Keys are perfectly adapted to cold and tricky terrain. And when it comes to courtship, the males charm their way into a female's heart with playful displays. Once paired, they build a well-hidden nest where both parents share chick-rearing duties. Smart, sneaky, and always a little cheeky, the Key is the true rascal of the bird world. And Shoebill Stork. Meet the Shoebill Stork, a bird with a beak that's as unforgettable as it is useful. This huge clog-shaped bill may look funny, but it's a serious tool, designed for catching and dismembering prey with ease. Living in the swamps of East Africa, the shoebill primarily hunts fish, but isn't picky. Frogs, reptiles, and even smaller birds are all fair game. Standing over 4 feet tall, with piercing eyes and a slow, intense stare, the shoebill knows how to make an impression. During mating season, males perform subtle displays to win a female's approval, aiming to prove their hunting skills. Together, they build a sturdy nest in the wetlands, where both parents share in caring for their chicks. Fierce, functional, and oddly charming. What a bird. 8 Greater Prairie Chicken. In the heartlands of North America, imagine a vast open prairie where the iconic Greater Prairie Chicken roams. Once, their calls filled the landscape. Yet today, these rare birds are fighting for survival. They thrive among tall grasses and sparse shrubs, blending into their wild surroundings. But come spring, it's mating season, showtime. On booming grounds, male prairie chickens gather in a synchronized dance, up to 70 strong. They lower their heads, raise their tails, inflate vibrant orange neck sacs, stomp the ground, moan, leap, and cackle. It's all a show to woo the females. The hens, they're selective, eyeing each display, looking for strength, flair, and maybe a bit of style. After pairing, females build nests hidden in the grass, carefully nurturing and protecting their young. The greater prairie chicken's survival is a testament to nature's beauty and the resilience of life on the prairie. Peregrine falcon. Imagine the thrill of the open sky, where the mighty peregrine falcon reigns supreme. Known for its sleek build and piercing eyes, this falcon isn't just any bird. It's the fastest animal on Earth, diving at speeds up to 240 miles per hour. Living in high cliffs and even city skyscrapers, peregrines spot their prey far below, then dive with precision and ferocity, snatching up smaller birds before they can react. During mating, males put on breathtaking aerial displays to impress their potential mates, who are cautious and picky, valuing strength and agility. Once paired, the falcons nest on high ledges, caring for their young with fierce dedication. From chip to champion, each young falcon learns the thrill of speed from the masters of the sky. 6 long-wattled umbrella bird. Picture the rugged coastlines of Colombia and Ecuador, where a rare rock star of a bird struts its stuff. The male long-wattled umbrella bird, with a feathered pompadour straight out of Elvis's playbook and a long flamboyant throat bottle, he's the ultimate showman, using his unique look to catch a mate's attention. These birds thrive in tropical forests, blending into the dense green but breaking out in style by the time to impress. The male's deep calls and flashy display draw the attention of discerning females who seek strong, vibrant mates. After pairing up, they nest in high branches, where both parents guard and nurture their young. Conservation efforts are underway to keep this incredible species rocking and rolling for generations to come. 5 blue-footed boobies on the sunlit shores and Pacific seas of Central and South America. One bird stands out, the blue-footed booby. With its bright blue face and feet, it's got style and a hint of comedy. The name booby comes from the Spanish boba, or clown, thanks to its funny, waddling walk. Life for the booby is all about teamwork. These birds hunt in groups, diving in unison into the ocean to catch fish. But come mating season, the real show begins. Males strut and lift those flashy blue feet in a high-stepping dance to woo the females, who carefully choose the brightest and bluest dancer. Once paired, they nest along rocky shores, taking turns keeping eggs warm and raising their young with true dedication. The blue-footed booby, proof that a splash of color and a little goofiness can make life truly vibrant. To 4 Vogelkop superb bird of paradise. In the lush rainforests of New Guinea, there's a star that's been dazzling scientists and audiences alike. The Vogelkop superb bird of paradise. This newly classified species has a striking look, with feathers so dark they absorb nearly all light, except for that electrically fast symbol. During mating season, the male transforms into a feathered form, spreading his plumage into a dramatic black fan with that bright blue centerpiece. Then the dance begins, a side-to-side gliding motion like no other, as he shimmies to impress the females, who are picky and looking for the perfect display of skill and color. Once he wins her over, the couple finds a spot to nest behind the trees. Both parents work together, protecting their young in the treetops, passing on the secrets of beauty and rhythm. The Vogelkop superb bird of paradise, proof that nature is an artist and a showman. 3 California condor. In the rugged canyons and cliffs of the American West, a true survivor soars, the California condor. Once extinct in the wild, this colossal bird has made a cautious comeback, thanks to dedicated conservation. As the largest bird in North America and the last of the Gymnogyps genus, the condor is truly one of a kind. With its bald head capable of changing colors, the condor communicates moods through a skin language, a trick it shares with the octopus. A fascinating case of convergent evolution. When it's time to mate, condors are loyal and selective, forming pairs that bond for life. After pairing, they choose cliffside nests where the parents take turns watching over their single chick, raising it with care. The California condor is proof that resilience and a little color-changing flair can bring even the rarest species back from the brink. Great bustard. In the open grasslands of Spain, Portugal, and a few other European spots, one mighty bird struts its stuff, the great bustard. As the heaviest flying bird in the world, males can weigh up to 40 pounds, no small feat for any animal that takes to the skies. This bird stands out with its striking sexual dimorphism. Females are about half the weight of males. During mating season, males put on a spectacular display, puffing up their chests and fanning their feathers in a bid to charm the ladies, who watch closely, seeking strength and size. Once a pair is formed, females take the lead, choosing safe nesting spots in the grass, where they incubate their eggs alone. Though vulnerable, the great bustard has hope with conservation efforts and a flair for survival. A true heavyweight champ of the skies, proving that grace comes in all sizes. 1B hummingbird. On the vibrant islands of Cuba, there's a tiny wonder flitting about, the bee hummingbird. At just 2.4 inches long, it's the smallest bird in the world, but don't let its size fool you. This miniature marvel sports a dazzling coat of iridescent blue, shimmering as it darts between flowers. With a fierce appetite, the bee hummingbird visits up to 1,500 flowers a day, sipping nectar and unknowingly helping pollinate the island's ecosystem. When it's time to nest, the female lays eggs no bigger than coffee beans, carefully guarding them in tiny, delicate nests. Despite their size, bee hummingbirds are full of life and energy, and with each whir of their wings, they're keeping Cuba's flowers in bloom. A true example that even the smallest creatures can make a big impact. Which bird on this list stood out as the most unique or extraordinary? Let us know in the comments which one amazed you the most. And hey, if you enjoyed the journey through these incredible feathered friends, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss what's coming next. We've got even more fascinating creatures and wild wonders on the way. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.